From ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. Freedom delayed. The release of dozens of hostages as well as a temporary ceasefire in Gaza won't happen now until tomorrow at the earliest. Qatari officials who helped broker the deal also saying last-minute hiccups won't derail it. ABC's Matt Gutman in Tel Aviv.
It was the expectation that the ceasefire was to begin at some point early this morning here, and the release of hostages would come at some point after that. But it appears that negotiators are still working on some of the finer details of this agreement.
This as the director of the Al-Shifa hospital in the Gaza Strip was apprehended and transferred to Israeli officials for questioning. It follows evidence showing that the Shifa hospital under his direct management served as a Hamas command and control center. New York State and federal authorities continuing their investigation into yesterday's deadly vehicle crash on the Rainbow Bridge between New York State and Canada that killed two and prompted widespread concern in both countries. Meanwhile,
the FBI says they've now finished their investigation and found no explosive materials and no terrorism nexus.
ABC's Andrea Fujii. Thousands lining the route of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City on this Thursday morning. Security stepped up across the city after that incident in Niagara Falls, but police officials say security measures are in place to keep everybody safe. ABC's Aaron Katersky along the parade route.
Along with the thousands of marchers and 700 clowns and 16 giant character balloons, there are a lot of police officers along the route of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It reflects some of the concern law enforcement officials have had about the potential for violence due to the Israel-Hamas war, but no specific threat has been identified. And so the police have said they look forward to hosting all of the spectators and all of the participants that have flown into New York for this bucket list experience.
You're listening to ABC News. A surprise in elections in the Netherlands. ABC's Tom Rivers, Foreign Desk.
The far-right populist Geert Wilders, with a landslide parliamentary election victory in one of the biggest upsets in Dutch politics since World War II, as this voter in The Hague says.
I think, to be honest, many people are very focused on one particular problem, which is immigration. And this party has had that as a theme for many, many years. So I think that's what people voted for, immigration.
It's a big pushback to the globalist agenda, one that's sending shockwaves throughout Europe. Tom Rivers, ABC News at the Foreign Desk.
Investigators learning more about the deadly crash of a small plane into a shopping center parking lot this week in Plano, Texas.
The only person who died in the crash and explosion was pilot Elsie McDonald from Aguila, Arizona, described by friends like Phil Filer as a perfectionist in the cockpit.
He made a point to fly at least once a week. He did it all religiously.
McDonald's family says he was coming to Dallas for Thanksgiving. Air traffic control audio suggests that McDonald was flying into the unlighted Air Park Dallas Airport, but was having trouble seeing the runway.
Maybe too dark for me. I'm going to have to fly over it. I may have to.
Minutes later, McDonald crashed. He was days away from his 88th birthday. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas.
Rescue teams in India say they could reach dozens of trapped construction workers today. They've been caught in a collapsed tunnel for nearly 2 weeks. This is ABC News.
Holiday deals are heating up at GNC. With sales happening every day in-store and online, get some of the biggest savings of the season and get ready for 2024 now. And starting Thanksgiving Day, it's buy one, get one 50% off everything at GNC. And yes, that means everything. Ghost, Alani Nu, Prime, Optimum Nutrition, Bucked Up, GNC Amp, Beyond Raw, Nugenics, and more. This is the big holiday sale you can't miss. It's happening at GNC and GNC.com.